suspect.
Yes, and because of
A big motive. And I keep saying, Adura messaging Yomi that day was to seek for Mr. Yomi's help. That if I talk, please, I need a protection.
Yes.
He was so wanted to talk.
Yes.
And that is the truth. Press conference, that's the first time I'm going to see him clearly. Yes. He was so guilty. He was sober. He wanted to talk, but Anti-Justice sent King White and Onibaje to go and destroy your press conference.
Yes.
And to go and protect Adura.
Yep.
Temi said it. It was Temi who recorded Yomi that day when that life was going on so that they should go and mount Adura. And the same King White said it was somebody that is close to Baba that made him go and be standing for Adura.
Yes.
A lot of things happened in the past. So,
So talking about way forward, so do you then mean
the way forward is that everybody should try and gather support for Yomi, and Yomi will do the due diligence as well, and just try and seek legal advice on that 3-second video. And moving forward, we don't even have to. We don't even have to.
Chat, Lagata.
Yes, the chat is the most chat on the video.
All of that.
3 seconds.
All of it. Look, well, I think for me, Lagata, if he's able to do that, and then this, because I still think that it should get to the corona. Lady Ebony, I still think
it's not going to work in corona. I'm telling you.
And let me tell you something. People are just not paying attention. Have you all forgotten that? When
or they should push for a new corona.
When the corona started, it was a strategy. Falana was the one. People are saying no, it's not Falana. It's Falana.
Clap for yourself, Lagata. You're making the points.
And Falana made it clear he's in control of that corona inquest. Ask me how. He said that the judge should cancel any form of camera, media, press in the corona inquest. And it stood. And it happened. Nobody can take their phone inside the court. Press cannot even interview inside ask questions inside the court. No cameras is allowed. That is to let us know that they take charge. And Falana now, they played game. I'm stepping out from the case, blah, 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 blah. Did he say it himself? He did not. But King White and Co. came out to tell us Falana is no more in the case. And people say, thank God, Falana is no more there. But on the ground, they are still working. Connections. Corona inquest, George, everybody, connection.
Okay, fine. So now, as far as Mohbad's case is concerned, right? How do we take evidence or exhibits? Let's just give it a name so that this people don't start decoding what we're saying. Hold on, let me make my point. Hold on, after that. How does Mr. Yomi take this? Is there a way, maybe his lawyers can advise how he can take this and get the magistrate or anybody to be able to present this or instigate a case? What we were speaking as lay people is, as lay people who are not lawyers is, we just need anything that is going to get this case to take a new turn, which is investigate any potential evidence or exhibit, whatever it is, that can lead to unravel another area of this case. Because if you go by what it is now, Corona will follow the format, which is just have admitted he gave him injection. That's what killed Mohbad, case closed.
Okay. This is
what not open any other thing. That's my concern. I don't know if I'm making sense now.
This is what I would suggest. Since Mr. Yomi is down in this conversation, what Yomi needs to do first is seek legal advice, like Lagata is saying. And whatever the legal advice, because see, the good thing about this part is that the 3 seconds video is not part of what they're taking to Corona, so they cannot shut it down right now. Okay? So now what he can do is take that evidence he has and seek lawyers' advice, and then they can on the ground figure out how they can get this to the police station, the DPP or whatever. Let me tell you, this case about this chat and video is still possible. It's 100% possible because it's not part of what is in Corona Inquest, which is the best part right now. But they have to be less talking on social media about this case, about this part of the case, and Yomi should get a nice lawyer and they can figure out on the ground what they can do about this. But this is possible. It's really, really possible. But it has to be less talking on the social media about it. Or Lagata, what do you think? That's what I think.
I agree. I think, I agree. And if that's true, so everything, that's fine then. So let's just talk about something else then.
Yeah, Lady Ebony. Yeah, that's a good song. I just, like I said, well, it's been done now. Certain time, no man is an island of knowledge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like any of the Alobas family, Cynthia's family, whatever, they don't even engage a fight or talk about them at all. Just pause and do your thing, because talking about them is a big distraction. It's gonna come. So if you can restrain yourself from not talking about them, legal advice, hold on to that 3-second video, the chat, Adura wanted to, he was looking Mr. Yomi that day like this. Like, let us have one-on-one. But, Mr. Yomi was not reading that body language. And he was on the live, he was streaming that live show that day. Even when they tried to force Adura out of the place, he came back himself and sat down next to Yomi.
Exactly. That boy wanted to talk.
Yomi just say, Adura, he said, yes, there is one question. He was answering the question straight away. Mm-hmm. There's even more to the video. There's 10-minute video. That day, I was calling Yomi, I really pick up. Just to call Adura. If I was there that day, just carry Adura, go rent one room upstairs for that place. Let him sit down there. Give him assurance. Yes. And when they saw the weakness, Temi, King White, they now fire on Adura. They gave him liver. King White will go and pick Adura. They will go and play snooker. They will go and shake him on the just to give him that moral support. He had all the chance to speak. The people around him. Yeah, we know now, Mr. Yomi. I'm just saying that day he was looking at your face. It was eye contact. But because you were very busy that day, and it was a great day, so your mind was not there. But he was looking at you. He was, was like, I want to talk.
He really wanted to talk. He really wanted to talk that day.
You watched that live now, disabled?
Yes, I was watching. I even rewatched it last night. He really wanted to talk. He was ready to say everything.
He was ready. He just needed, I will get you protection.
Yes.
Everything, reassurance. It was what he needed that day. Mm-hmm. But then, it shows that there is a lot about that 3 seconds video. Because you know why? The way people are trying to water it down. Mm-hmm. That one to me is a red flag.
And even when he came out of nowhere because of this 3-second video, he came out.
I stand with Mr. Yomi and break the silence on that in that aspect. I stand up and I would support till I die on that 3 seconds and that chat.
Me too.
That 3 seconds video, you know how many things it has brought out?
Mm-hmm. I said, even Wumi that we never seen ever. Wumi came out on this 3 seconds video. Wumi.
That's true. Mr. Yomi, thank God you're in the comment section. Please, though, even if you need to go and find a back or buy any crate lawyer, or don't go and carry water.
Look at
calm down.
No, somebody, let me bring him up.
Let me tell Mr. Yomi, I beg, go find crate lawyer. You understand?
Yeah, we need a very radical lawyer that will not compromise.
That's the one. Forget say if your lawyer is not crate, go find another one.
Yeah, we don't want a compromise lawyer.
This one not me say it must be fun. If not crazy lawyer is better, it must not be a fan.
I'm telling you, I tell you, it just this crate will not send their papa anywhere. You understand?
This one help for this case. Now
like very dark man lawyer. Like very dark man lawyer. Now they look for these people.
I have my reservation about very dark man lawyer. I have my reservation about that one. I'm sorry.
Good afternoon.
I don't know which one is which one.
Good afternoon.
Let me miss. All right.
Good afternoon. What I want to say about this whole matter is this, and I'm going to start from what is going to be the end result before I explain, so that I won't forget my line of thought. In any matter in any society, there are conventional way of settling and solving cases. That is going to police station, going to court of arbitration and all of that. That is societal way. If it can be solved through the societal way, you look at the political solution. The only thing that is happening here is that a matter happened privately. And in the whole private matter, somebody or some set of people choose to tilt towards somebody who believe they can influence the societal machinery and mechanism to favor them. That way, such people, they might be powerful, they might have this power, they might have this. But if you want to now finish and win such a battle, then you have to understand that if these people have power more than you, that is why you see that when cases are going on normally, just like if somebody is fighting you or trying to cheat on you and you have been to court, then you start screaming to the political class, come and save me. And they will look at, is it between two heavy politicians? Is the person on the other side, is he politically, is he a political giant or collected? How do we solve this politically? And this is where we're going now. Because they have been able to allow whoever is seeking justice through the conventional way to use all the means, while the people on the other side have been manipulating the government tools and institutions to favor who ran to them. Oriyomi Abzat said, the prime suspect ran to a senior lawyer, a son. And that is the same son that initiated Corona Inquest. Then there was nobody fighting offline. They were fighting against Baba Mohbad, in their own opinion, and just to let the public get whatever they want to get from the case and get tired. The only person fighting offline reasonably is Baba Mohbad. The rest are online. Yabo Ojo stepped away for whatever reason or the other. Now, we are not going to be deceiving ourselves. The 3 seconds video, I don't care who wants to hear, who doesn't want to hear. That is the real truth and that confession of what happened to Mohbad. If you are going to deceive yourself, you will say, okay, maybe don't be deceived. This came from the right person. The person you claimed wanted to speak in the press conference. Don't forget that what he is trying, I sat with him. He is giving me the right body language to understand that I have told you the truth, young man. I have told you what you need to know. So even when they pushed him to come and attack me, he didn't. They wanted him to fight and say, go and prove to him that you didn't send to him. And the boy is going to look like, what are you saying? Oh, I'll follow you guys there. But I sat with him at the closest range. His hands and legs were shaking throughout. And when they were even placing courses, when the mother was placing the kangaroo acting courses, the boy couldn't say amen because he knew, what are you doing, Mom? And she prayed for me. Lẹ́yìn kìíní Mohbad. Ṣé àjọmọ̀ pé èmi ni mo send the message to you, Fabi? Will I lie about what I saw? As we speak now, the angle that they said bleeding profusely, they can't find solution to that. So the most important thing now is
We have been able to separate the wheat from the shaft. And I will still go with Lagata, truly, naturally, on a good day. I meant to pay less attention or zero attention to anybody in Mohbad's family or whatever. But what you fail to understand is that in as much I was doing my things, I was not doing it with seeking support, seeking consent from the family in any way. I am only dealing with the public, and I was working solo. But what did I got? I got the exact family, people close to her, trying to obstruct and come out to show me in full flesh. We are the one that doesn't want this to go out, and they were blocking it. So there is no way, even if I meet a stumbling block or something, why wouldn't I come out and express myself that the same people from this family are the ones blocking this? And these are the things that we meant to do from beginning. Before you blame the police further, this family are the ones that know what actually happened. They know where the secret was hidden, and they choose not to point it to where the police are. And even if there is anything they have done, they have just just forget about it. They did something, and then the police said, "Okay, the family are the ones that will be the complainant. I will be shouting to higher authority." And look at them; they are not even interested. And when you are talking about the family now, you are talking about the people that saw what truly happened and know what was hidden, who played a role, who can give vivid description. The only person that is now fighting did not witness anything. Which we all should not be surprised if Mama Mohbad was in the house. Don't be surprised if she was in the house. She might told us I left to church, I came back. It could be part of the script. Anything could have happened. But at this juncture now, I'm happy that the beauty of this kind of a case is that the way we should start this case from beginning, I don't know who convinced or who hypnotized the public by not thinking about or saying, we are intelligent enough to know that we need video evidence. We need eyewitness accounts. We need visual evidence. At the end of the day, none of you were tilting or even spending your time, emotions, and everything on those things. The things you all were waiting for, we're not letting by. Am I going to go to the okay, CCTV, 30 seconds. Important grow the Lati, you're too going to intelligent. Our conform critical only. So you're not going to be blaming the police alone. You all were all waiting for this. And when there was need to tell the Baba, for crying out loud, you are looking for one way to get justice. How can you want, in homicide case, who told you it is only one channel that you should be looking into? You have to spread your tentacles. And you saw somebody came in and is digging into another angle. At some point, Baba came out and said, justice, and I'm okay with it. That was when Baba, until they start saying Baba kill and soy, and they begin to cajole the Baba to say, antagonize Yomi. Yomi is coming for your son. And the fact remains that they didn't tell him the honest truth. If they waited on only Corona Inquest to indict Adura, it would be near impossible. Because if Corona Inquest come out and, okay, this is the cause of death, Adura will tell you, I told you guys, nobody saw Mohbad after 12 o'clock on the 11th. So it won't be indicted. Well, if we go the route of visual evidence, particularly the one in Adura's hand, there is no way Adura will not feel the brunt. And when we began to dig that side, that was when Baba began to change. We have to tell him the truth. It is natural. Even that is why they take cases away from some judges, from some courts, because you would have to envisage conflict of interest. Baba has not done anything wrong. If you feel like, Baba, I will get justice, but part of me also will have to go down with it. So I have to explain that clearly that, Baba, this is what you are doing. We understand, but we want to face it. The public are the one demanding for justice. And Now that we are here now, the police, the government, they know that this is the beginning of real justice for Mohbad. If the public, I mean, all those of us in tandem with the new evidence that came out, and we want to pursue it to the end. Trust me, there is no way the police, the government will want to give us kangaroo. What we need is political solution to this new lead. That is when we would have to make sure a political team, because this thing now, what you saw, what you probably already the other page, they will use, the politicians will take advantage of it. And if we make it clear to this present government that for this evidence to have filtered into the hand of police alone, even an IPO, you should know it can get into the hand of your political opponents. And that is how they want to, they will push this government to act like they are covering up who actually pied Mohbad until it will become a negative for them at the point of election. And no government will want to be seen taking sides with murderers, especially when they will force the government. Only the few people that have influence saying, who is that Baba Mohbad? Who are the public that are asking? Let us use our power to throw the case away at the expense of that government. And the government needs somebody to quickly tell them that you are acting, they are making your government to act like you are aiding and abetting the murderers. Meanwhile, the people that are behind this are acting like they belong to your government. But they are already making a way for your opponents. It could even be somebody that doesn't like this government again, that is part of them now but want to decamp. And they say, this is a material. Let's force this government to act and do something that the public doesn't want. And then we will bring out the real video later. And then use it against the government that, can you see? The government that told you inconclusive. The government that told you they cannot find evidence. Are you sure this government will deliver justice to you? Are you sure they can protect your children? And then they will use it against that government. So that is the political angle that I have to quickly scream out and tell those in government that you are the one that is going to lose. And the major person is to center our noise to the president, to his own kitchen cabinet, to understand that they will destroy your government. Why we continue to wait? Because these police officers, they are working. They are only waiting for a bigger instruction, a bigger order from above. That what is going on with that case? Where is the remainder of the 3 seconds video? I am giving you police. If the National Security Advisor called them in Panti and say, call the head of the DSS, take over the case. I'm giving you 1 week to bring the remainder of the video. To alight. The president might give order to the president. Àti ẹni tó ń support wọn o, àti ẹni tó ń wà ní ọlọ́pàá tó support Ọlábùjá o, àti Sano, àti Ọba o, ìgbé àfẹwé. When the report gets to them that this is the real truth, they want to bring down your government. And that is what we're going to be doing. While we continue to work underground, nobody go here with, nobody know what is going on now. Because I'm not ready to come out and start telling anybody anything. I have seen clearly who I can listen to and who I should overlook. I know who are making noise with my name. I need people to be shouting my name one way or the other. I need them to be talking about me. I banning me. So some set of people must get busy and be trying to bring negativity and controversy, and let them be enjoying that. But while we are working, doing the right thing, and justice will come. This is the right way to seek justice that we are just pursuing now. If you go back to his phone, my first 3 letters, the 3rd letter I was writing to the governor there, he will now remember. I told them that if you want to get justice, leave Corona Inquest and let police go back and do the due diligence. They will get the whole truth. Before you need Corona Inquest, it must be very something, last resort. You now put the last resort as number 1, and then the investigation of police did not go anywhere. The police investigation should be more comprehensive than what we have. If it is not comprehensive, you realize that you don't need Corona Inquest. Corona Inquest. evidence lọ́wọ́ mọ bí tó kú sí mọ time tó kú mọ kọ́kọ́ rí eyewitness evidence ẹgbọ̀nà corona inquest ṣé wọ́n yẹn ṣe nìyẹn. And then at the end of the day, the people that were going to even witness the body, ṣọlọ́pọ̀ ò rí nítorí ni ṣọlọ́pọ̀ ò rí body Mohbad ní time tó de corona inquest kó wá sọ fún yín ọ̀rìn pọ̀ mú lọ́rùn ẹ jẹ́ kó padà kọ́lọ́pàá ṣiṣẹ́ gidi kéèyàn kọ́ fún wọn lọ́dà kọ́ ṣe. Ohun tí witness fẹ́ lọ sọ pé ò rí body Mohbad bóyá ọlọ́pàá ò ní sọ. And at the songba yẹn, they stage some people to tone down and to keep us quiet and say, don't talk about corona anyway, don't talk about Baba. Nobody is against Baba. How can we be fighting, spending our money and time fighting for Baba, and you think criticizing Baba is now going to give us what? What would that give us? And you enter that frame on the mobile also about the celebrity and so on. If you can condemn and correct the mother to what is there not to correct our Baba? Can Baba can go because he doesn't know how to grieve quickly, or he might make some mistakes. And the mistakes could be costly, so we have to expatiate on it. It doesn't mean that we are not still supporting it. I am still believing Baba wants justice, but he allowed too many unscrupulous elements to take control of what he does. Baba Tini publicity, justice for all the publicists, on the blogger, on the team, on fancy, killing shit.
Okay, you know get
so I need to talk about. Listen, if we are focusing on what we are doing, we go get time to talk about it. That's what I will say. Thank you.
Mr. Yomi, I have a question for you. Thank you so much for coming up.
All right.
It's just my question is surrounding what is going on with that video that the police are holding on. Is it Zone 2 that have the video now, or is it Bansi? I'm a bit confused about that. And why? What can we do to make them give us that video?
Well, thank you so much. Zone 2 was on top of the game. They were to begin phone forensic, and the phone forensic was supposed to go with them initiating an extension. They were supposed to go to court and to extend. And the sad part is this, I have to be honest with you guys. When it was time to go into going to court to extend the stay of Adura and Damola, it be 13 so quiet. Okay, I didn't come out openly to talk about it because we're going to be needing some help on that area, mobilization. It be 13 so even quietly for an NGO to be coming back and start speaking to people one by one. We will need clinical. If a lot of the police are going to be going to court for an extension. I'm not supposed to be saying this, to an extension so that they will be able to drill them and get the fact out. Immediately they got to know that was on the pipeline. I don't know what happened. Suddenly they went to write and do whatever they can do so that they can move the case away from those detectives. And they went to lie against those detectives in Zone 2. They were going to seek extension to hold Adura and Damola more for another 15 days. I want Tajon Sono. The one Loshigini. I want the one side. Those are the people that went to give them information. So now they've harmonized the case to Panti. And when we got to Panti, they've packed everything to them. Like I'm saying, and when they packed everything to them, the police in Panti now saw the need to proceed in investigating Adura, Damola, Umi, and Zomo. So they've told me, they've even communicated, I'm in contact with them, that they are going to work on it. And the case is still there. While we are doing that, we are now making a serious move now. That's why they wanted to silence me by all means. Because this move that we're going to be making, I can tell you for free, I have the names of some police officers that are playing some certain roles to also find a way to thwart this. And we have to take it to the presidency. We have to scream out. But I will do what I can to ensure in my own way, write to the president, get them, so that they can get the police in Panti to do the right thing. They are only waiting for orders above the ones that they have now. And what on low orders, they are also powerful, they are close to the government, they are in government, but it is not the position of the real federal government. Àwọn yẹn busy wọn ọmọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kéèsì pọ̀ di rabulata. So until we're able to get them, extension video yẹn kò ṣe pé kó wà lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá, they have it, but it's being protected. Àwọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó need ẹ̀, they didn't want them to connect together. And that is where we are stuck now. But I don't know how far they have gone with that.
Okay. And then my last thing to advise, just an advice for you, because you mentioned something recently now that I want to share in your hustle. So be careful the people you have around you as well. Okay. And I know you're a very vigilant man and you're very smart. So the people that you have around you as well, make sure you do background checks on those ones as well. Because I'm beginning to think there's one of them around you as well.
You are correct.
Because you're a very smart person, so I know you.
One of them is even playing the role of a pointer. The Corona Inquest, I want to arrest me.
So because they're always gonna be flying around, so do the best you can. Yeah, do the best you can. And I strongly believe in that video and that chat. And I strongly believe what we're looking for is in that video. Thank you.
It will come out because normally, see, Olokwa ready, Tabari order bigger than Taba push it. And that is what we're going to do. We have to still find a way to protest in that Abuja, right to the National Assembly. One single protest. Tabati successfully she, ta lead. One single order from above. A officer magic pere lo ma pick idabala ati àdúrà. Mo fi Ọlọ́run babura wo te wa magadi. Call up charity to fe se si. Àwọn yẹn ní gbogbo nǹkan tó lè lò. But like I said, we are now tilting towards political solution now. Normal conventional solution, àwọn tó lágbára ju Baba Mohbad lọ. Wọ́n ti dá sí. Wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo. Àwọn tó súnmọ́ Baba Mohbad gan wọ́n ti buy one house. Baba yẹn is dangling. Baba gan tún wá ń fear for life are. But if we are going to help him eventually, gbogbo ìtẹ́rí Baba yẹn ṣe, I'm telling you, partially 80-85% is not from his heart.
Of course.
So at the end of the day, when we push it and get to political solution, because those people they want to destroy the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the chance of the next gubernatorial candidate to Asiwaju Magbele. So whoever that doesn't like Asiwaju, they are behind this. And we have to make it clear and known to the president that you are being used, but they don't want you to have the say in the next election. And that is what they will use. And they will know the language. It's quite unfortunate when I speak some political language because I was part of them. And I'm still part of them one way or the other. So they know when I'm giving that security report from the place of loyalty and sincerity. Video yẹn ti dọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá kan, ó ti dọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá méjì mẹ́ta. Àwọn yẹn náà máa fi lọ bargain. Tí kọ́nà ọlọ́pàá yẹn bá rí visa, ó lè fi bargain pẹ̀lú political enemy. And they have to understand that what I'm saying now, I'm speaking the truth. So if the conventional solution can be given, they should, if you go through the political route, ẹ rí pé èèyàn kan tó ju ogun ẹ lọ, tó bá rí pé tó bá lọ sọ, ọ máa kọ́ ẹ̀lì gbogbo ọ̀dà agbára táwọn yẹn lò. Tó bá fún àwọn institution kan péré ní ọ̀dà láti above tó ju ogun ẹ lọ pé báyìí. Tó wá yọ àwọn wèrè tó wà ń di kíní ẹ̀ kúrò pé eléyìí ẹ lọ sọ sí Anambra kó wà nù kò tóbi kó lọ máa ṣe ẹ́ dìbì kan níbi tó máa kó fáìlì lọ kíní kan l'Anambra eléyìí ẹ dìbò tí ẹ̀ dànù. Ta tọ́rí gbogbo ẹ̀ tọ́rí pé àwọn foreign intelligence tó fún wọn láì advice àwọn orúkọ tó wà bẹ̀ ẹ̀ rí kó máa gbé jáde.
Okay, so Yomi, another thing. So Batofi arrest when Adura was arrested overnight and all that stuff. So are they doing any follow up on that one, or what was that about? Because you didn't know anything about that either.
Mo ti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ sí. Mo ní ó dìde.
Did you talk?
If you didn't talk, how do you hear about Zomo?
Okay, because I know we didn't hear anything. And why is Zomo not even picked up? Because Zomo, I feel like Zomo is another person that is hiding something. Because the story never had up every time it comes on platforms.
My dear sister, you people are not understanding what we are facing offline. After they transfer the case back to Panti. You understand? And like you rightly said again, they've staged moles around me. And I got to know Mukola Ajon Wurawabai. I'm not ready to accuse anybody, but
of course,
distance it was. But I won't go a little more.
Yeah.
So I'm a general. I've been fighting this kind of thing for a long time. So I'm way ahead of them. But Kosibo Sheferi, no matter how careful I am, it's important if we achieve our results and it's definite, it's lower.
Yeah.
But now, please understand the language I'm saying now. We are switching to political solution. And the man do better. Torí pé àwọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó ti ń paná gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ti stage ìwọ̀n tó fẹ́ stage. They are also close to the political class. Wọ́n ní edge ju àwọn tó ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Pápá àwọn tó ṣe lọ lórí social media tó wà lẹ́yìn Baba Mohbad. They see Baba Mohbad as who is Baba Mohbad? Ta ló mọ̀? Ta ló fẹ́ pè? Ọlọ́pàá wo ló fẹ́ pè? Judge wo ló fẹ́ pè? Kí ló mọ̀ nípa kíní? Ó kàn wá justice ni. Kó máa sọ lọ. Because they've been able to deceive that Baba, it is a battle between Baba and Wumi. They are seeing the public as Okotele pull out to àwọn Ìyábọ̀ yẹn ni. That when they stage a particular system, tó bá yá, ó bá máa fi tó stage kan, the public will get tired and they will forget about it. And when it is that, whoever is shouting, I want justice or bad, will be tired. But now that when they are beginning to see individuals that are sincere coming out to sacrifice and risk their lives for a cause of justice with a clear-cut evidence, the police will stay in the middle. They will be working for us and they will be looking at those other people. What do? We can't do this to this side, we can't do this. And then it becomes, that is where political solution comes in. And we have a serious advantage now. Because whatever it is they are doing, they don't care if it ruins Asiwaju's government. They just want to They want to push their own ego. And that is why people close to Asiwaju needs to know that, sir, we have a situation. This Mohbad case, from all indication, is likely to work against us. Then we have to say it to the president. I want to them shalaye with fast sentences. This is going to be the solution. Because the president will Mohbad. Pẹ̀lẹ́jọ́ wóró táàrọ̀ yìí. Kẹ́tọ́ sọ dé àìdájì, president àti sọ̀lọ́. Àwọn ọlọ́sọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá mi gan tàbá lórojọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi gan sùn lọ tàbá rojọ́. So people don't understand. I'll put in every day. Cases is pọ̀ jù. So don't worry. We are tilting towards political solution and we are going to be doing the right thing under the law and everything will still work for us. We are at a very serious advantage now. At least, Karando Corona, Kafesi, Oya Olopa, I am the complainant. They cannot take me away from the case forever. And my own is, I want to see the full video. How do you explain that the full video will not be out? So today, I choose to carry so that's the whole thing though.
And then don't forget the chat as well. Video and chat. Because that's heavy as well. You know.
So the police in Panti are working on it, but I don't know if eventually they get their full results. Would they be willing to? So let's wait. But I know as it is now, they want to get all the facts readily available because they don't know the turn this case might take with somebody like me as the complainant. That is the honest truth.
Yeah, because you have to look at both ways in case they don't do anything. Because, we have to be ready for both ways and not keep quiet.
So táwọn bá ti dákẹ́, táwọn yẹn náà put pressure, the next thing they will do is, whatever the case may be, any order tó bá ti ju táwọn yẹn lọ, they will tilt towards us and say that is the result. And that is where all of them in that camp know that. Àwọn táwọn wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ mélòó gan lára wọn. Bí méjì nu wọn lọ́kọ̀ fún ní political lọ́fún position. Ìkan nínú ọlọ́pàá. Ìyẹn kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́. Abájẹ́kóyè ni ó máa padà nù position yẹn.
And
you will lose that position.
Another thing. They need to do.
And if he's not careful, ó máa fi kí ni ẹ̀ kó bá ọ̀gá tó wà ń bẹ̀. Ìyẹn ọlọ́pàá tó wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ó máa fi padà kó bá àwọn ọ̀gá yẹn.
No better. Kọ́kọ́ kúkú máa expose gbogbo wọn. So
it's political solution, and then we will do everything to let them. This is what you are doing. So kò ṣe pé àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n kí ẹ̀ but àwọn yẹn máa lo ọlọ́pàá yẹn rò bóun ṣe fún òun support àwọn yẹn torí pé wọ́n close mọ́ aṣíwájú. Tó bá dẹ̀ di political position aṣíwájú máa wò pé I should destroy the entire government because you want to use my name. Ṣé wọ́n lọ sọ mí di president ni? Kò tẹ̀ ẹ́ kó di kí ni role in life èmi gan mo sọ ẹ́ di n tó di. And then these people are using my name, they want to destroy my government, and you are what is your stake? Aṣíwájú máa rí onítọ̀ yẹn ó máa rí pẹ̀lú straight ni pé no, we can't. Security report does not favor this particular case. Look at what they are saying. Tí video bá jáde, the government will go down. So it's I know what I'm saying. But I don't want to go talk too much here.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand.
Ẹ ká fọkàn balẹ̀. Àwọn tó bá ń sọ̀sọ̀ kú sọ tí ò yé wọn, ọ̀n retí ẹjọ́ social media ní kọ́ lè máa rí nǹkan màmú kiri ẹ fà wọ́n yẹn lẹ̀. But we are not backing down.
Yeah, let's get focus. Thank you so much, Mr. Yomi. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
Anybody else wants to talk? Everybody's quiet too. Don't give up, guys. It is well. It is well.
We are not giving up, Mr. Yomi. Thank you very much, but I think I would just try and call you because, honestly speaking, I strongly believe that alone, the single alone will share. But in these judges from Mohbad, we know a lot of things, and we know that gbogbo nǹkan tí yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí àwọn èèyàn kan tí wọn ò ní ọpọlọ àwọn ló ń fún bàbá Mohbad ní wrong steps. Yeah, bàbá òṣèlú kékeré agreed, but from when you have been vulnerable from the beginning and all these parasites, they don't enter you like coronavirus. It's difficult. And I understand that. I know the reason why. I have soft parts. But like God will intervene and the right steps will be taken and we will get justice for Mohbad. We will. We will get that justice for Mohbad 100%. Don't ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Sayomi, you have work in your hand. Honestly speaking.
I know. I know it's not easy, but until Lady Ebony saw, I've got moles around me. So and I have to first and foremost run solo, and then put personal security around me, and then I'm going to face it today.
I'm a sorrow, yeah, but there is no man that is an island of knowledge. And you're going to feel like supporting Yomi. I will tell you, Yomi came to TikTok tree. No. Some of us can read between the lines and can think ahead. But having to apply our wisdom and our emotional intelligence in this justice for Mohbad is very, very is the topmost thing we can do, to apply those two things. Knowing when and what and how to deal with situations in this justice for Mohbad. Because, It just changes every second, every minute. Honestly, the day I have realized that there are certain things I will not do in this justice for Mohbad. But do I know? Yeah.
I've sent a letter to you. Put it drop.
Okay.
I have written an open letter to the president. Ejeka can play real politics and stop thinking that we're not going to be.
I took the first letter to Tinubu's house in London when he was in London. I was there. Yeah.
So this time around, read it first. If you read it and digest it, post it on your page. Tag Sheyi Tinubu, tag everybody. Let them know that there is a storm that is coming. It's a political storm that they want to use Mohbad's case to destroy the government. They don't want. They will throw the evidence out when this government will have no choice than to lose that election and relevance. Because now, those people behind the person that fired Mohbad, they are using Asiwaju's name to make it look like it is Asiwaju that is covering up, that is aware he's not doing anything.
Somebody said in 2023, when we started this justice, November precisely, he said that this justice from Mohbad that has political incline. The man said it. I can even play the voice notes here.
I'm telling you now.
You're very right.
2023, this guy said it.
Politics. Do you think this case will be this way?
No way.
If you want the entire system to stand for you and get you, tell them, okay, I want any Saba, I want to near for. The person whoever took Mohbad's life ran to people that have political connect. So, one way or the other, some people in the government will listen to them, especially if the people on the other side don't be the justice or any political clout or any power. So they will not want to let you know that you will lose. They will only put up a system, something like that Corona Inquest, to silence the public and say, no, we are not deceiving anybody. But this is a system that said this is what they find out. Nothing we can do. But when God now presented us with a new lead, like the one we have, and then the Corona Inquest is beginning to disappoint us and our expectation, that new lead, for now, they don't know what to do with it. And they have the evidence to patch up the remaining lead. It is just for us to push and pressure politically to and say, let's look at what is going on. Now that I'm able to even deduce the intention or the likely intention of these people of the political class, turn back and talk about bad. They don't care if Asiwaju's government go down. They don't care if Lagos State government go down with this particular. They just want to push their own ego. And that is when the president and the people following him should have to look and say, who are you? Because of your own ego, you want our government to lose. And you know that this evidence is likely to be in the hands of anybody. Don't risk it. If you don't scream out, they won't be aware. They might think they have handled it. They'll be telling, no, that is a small case, we have handled it. When we start making our own noise that they did not handle anything, that video, police and don't touch them. And they might have shared it with your political opponents. And if they throw it out, penultimate the next election, I don't see how that government, because it is your government that they are saying, using style to say that you are the one protecting and covering up the murderers. If they now throw the real thing out, to be 3 seconds, Larry, how the 3 seconds came out? How did they not protect it? Original people start throwing stone at that government and all the government officials that are related to them. So they won't want that to happen. So we have to use that pattern and scream out to the president and say, this is what they are planning for your government. These people are only using your government name because they have link to you. Asiwaju is busy. They are using Asiwaju's name to want to say don't give them justice. But when we make it clear and when our noise is loud that Asa, We are telling you the truth because this is what they want to use. They would use it to destroy your government. When the regional security report in it, give justice and let my government have a better PR. Why will you say my government does not want to give Mohbad justice? Why would I not want Mohbad to get justice? Justice. Even call about issue you are going to Monica Mohbad. Whoever talk about Mohbad was out by here, so don't destroy my government. So that's what we're saying.
There's another thing that came to me. I'm not going to say too much of it because I don't want to give them a hint. But I want you to go back to the first issue when you first came about that CCTV in the house. There's CCTV in the house. So let's find out if there's a way we can dig that one as well. There's CCTV in the house. That's
Political solution.
How are you doing? Hello? Sorry, the one on the phone, you don't make noise. Huh?
Okay,
hello?
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. I came to the inquest.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I told you before, that don't expect anything from the inquest, from that autopsy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah?
No more.
Yeah. So whatever that has happened today is still what I've said before. Nothing good will come out of that autopsy, and nothing good actually came out of it. Nothing good actually came out of it.
What is Baba's mood?
Yeah, he's moved because I was actually sitting in front of him. But I will say something, yeah. There is a lot of fraud in justice for Mohbad. A lot of fraud, a lot of lie, deceit in this game for him. And they all knew what they were doing. My own opinion, my take, they all knew what they were doing. About that autopsy, about that result, so they should stop all these lies and gimmicks that they are doing. Anyway, I purposely came
Sam Jojo, sorry to interject you. Yeah? We cannot say that we've seen the results. You understand? What I can tell you for free is that I'm looking for that record on Kemi's platform some time ago. They were talking about chemical being injected in Boba's body in the morgue and stuff like that. Long time.
There is no chemical. There is no chemical.
Hold on.
According to okay.
Yeah, remember there was a time that they were saying that the pathologist from the new side forgot something in Boba's body and he has to come back, right? Do you remember that period when the
actually don't. Yeah, but I actually don't remember.
And then our class was talking about it that day, and we were analyzing that chemical in woman's body if one can still detect one or two things. You understand? But the thing is, who are these people working with? We are able to get access to the morgue and stuff like that. So it could be. I don't think anyone would have tampered or seen the result before today, to be honest.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is this: whatever the result that was read today, the result that was read today, on one more, like that, I take it. Don't let us argue. The result that was read today.
Evidence, with the job they have done.
But remember, did you hear the voice note that Mohbad said?
All the sort of place, you understand? It's because of we will go there and record and all of that. Maybe if I play, I'm looking for it.
You know what?
Play it, understand?
I will quickly, because I'm about leaving now. The doctor from Perez.
Well, are you at Corona Inquest?
Yeah, but the Inquest. I just left the Inquest now, yeah?
Okay, I have an update. But you break, Laura.
They had the break, but I'm not interested in anything again. The doctor have actually said what I wanted to hear.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you guys able to ask? Was you guys able to ask?
the doctor confirmed that it was actually brought in there, and the motive is certain. But the wako dem be long. Ẹ sọ pé wọ́n bọ̀ ṣe collapse ni. Kò sí fáìní pé ẹni ṣe collapse náà pé òun rí pé wọ́n ti da omi sí lára. Nítorí ọmọ nǹkan tó dẹ̀ setting like the kind of the motive that setting that pé ẹni yìí tó ti 2-3 hours before. Onígbà lọ́sọ̀ wọn sọ pé ìgbà tó wọ́n ń bọ̀ wọ́n wà nínú traffic kinní kan ṣe kinní kan wọn get àwọn kan.
Can you please speak English for the non-Yoruba?
Okay, I should speak English. Okay, sorry. So what the doctor was saying was like when the doctor checked to confirm if the motive was actually set in, to confirm when they brought in mobile, he said it was the nurse that was actually attending to them. Then he came down. It was the first building. He came down. So while he was attesting to the body, he was asking them questions. What happened to him? And one of them said, there were about 4 guys. So he said, one of them said he collapsed. Okay. So he was checking. He checked his heartbeat. He checked, their telescope. What is so I checked that he checked. He was not seeing any sign of life in him, and he asked them question. How many? You said this guy just collapsed. He's not seeing it. They said that blah blah blah. That was a nurse. And I asked them what happened. They said it was actually a nurse that gave him injection, and at the point of injection, he reacted. He was convulsing. He was having good blobs. Blah blah blah. So he said he did CPR. He checked, he was just giving his own medical terms, just to kind of like try to revive him. So when he said he checked his palm also, and he confirmed that the palm is already pale, like away from him. And he said when you bring some when they see some that sign like that, means that person just not he died about three hours ago. Not that he just died, that he just collapsed and you're just bringing him in. He said he checked his eyes. He tried to open his teeth, that the teeth is already closed to the point where like it was sealed like a wound, like they cannot open it. And all these signs cannot prove that this person just collapsed and they are just bringing him in. That he might have died. He said this person he brought in died about 3 hours ago. He told them, and they were like,
more. 3 hours or more.
Yeah, you can't put more, but that 3 hours ago means more, or that 3 hours can be a day, can be 20 hours. You understand? But whatever that they have checked had proved to them that this person had died 3 hours ago. Do you understand? Contradicting to what they just said, that he just collapsed and they were bringing him in. So at that point, they were explaining it was in a traffic. They carried bike. They took the neighbor's car. Blah 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 blah. So everything, and that was what the doctor confirmed. This guy was brought in there, and the body, the motive, and every other thing. It's about 3 stages, see, and all those 3 stages had already set in. The motive, everything had actually set in to prove this guy not just died. That died about 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago could be more, could be 5 hours, could be 10 hours, could be a day. Do you understand? And the doctor confirmed that. And also, the driver also came, and the driver gave the details of everything that happened. Yes, I'm with you.
Was that the first hospital or the second hospital? Perez?
The Perez, the doctor came from Perez. I think the other hospital, the doctor is not available.
He didn't come. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so from Perez Hospital.
So, before you continue, sorry. Did the doctor talk about any cuts or any kind of blood? Or
he said he saw like a wound, but that when he now looked at it like this kind of a thing is not even. This is what you said you call the nurse for. Even the doctor was kind of like wound this kind of a wound, and this is what you call the nurse for. Do you understand? Because the kind of wound the Mohbad sustained cannot bring any nurse. They cannot take him to any hospital because the doctor also proved that this kind of wound, they need to come back tetanus. You don't understand that kind of a wound that became just like a scratch. Do you get? So the doctor also confirmed. He said he saw it, and when he saw it, he was like, this is the reason why you call the nurse to come and inject me. Blah blah. He was questioning them, but he said it was only one person that was talking, and what the person was saying was just giving a different answer to whatever he was asking. But he performed, he did everything, and he confirmed that he was actually brought in there, and it was up 3 hours ago, not as they claimed. And another thing, when he won't die with flower, but when he came.
Sorry, don't vex, please. So the doctor basically is saying that he didn't see any blood whatsoever. He only saw a cut. Is that what he's saying?
He only saw a cut. He did not see any blood. No, he saw a cut. But
that's strange.
Now maybe there was a fresh blood, nothing. But he saw. But the kind of cut the wound he saw did not require for them to call a nurse. It's as simple as that. It does not require for them to call a nurse. So that being said, what else? He said he noticed that the body was wet. So maybe they actually was wet because now let's say this. You claim he just collapsed, and while it collapsed, you were trying to revive him, you were pouring water on him. Abi, that was why you were kind of like rushing him to the hospital. And when they came to the hospital was confirming that this person had actually died 3 hours ago or more. So, what is the gain of they pouring water on him? Was it to preserve the body? See, this J4M is just a mystery and kind of like, it's a mystery. To me, it's like a mystery and the only thing. Okay, yeah, the driver confirmed what happened. That when how did they start? He said when they called him, so he came, he got there. So when he got there, he picked Mubad and the wife, and the wife, and the son, and who else? One of them, they went to one place at Uniru. So he said when they got there, by the time Mubad came out, Mubad and Mumi started having arguments. It was not from the house. And do you understand? Not from the house. It was when they got to a particular place, maybe Uniru, where they met the rest of the artists. Do you understand? It was there they started having argument issues. But the problem is this: the driver does not understand Yoruba. So most of their conversations were said in Yoruba. So it was only kind of like, you know that these people are fighting, that they were insulting themselves, you know, all those but you know, they were kind of like, so when they got to in IKD, Ikorodu, Mobad went for the show and he came back. I think it was he said by soldier, policeman, and everyone were there. They escorted into the car. And he explained the sitting arrangement. He said he was at the front, the driver, somebody, but he does not know the person's name, was sitting in the front. And that person is short. So I guess that was Darusha, because Darusha is very short. So Darusha was sitting beside the driver. In the middle was Mubad, Mimi, and his friend. And I guess that his friend was Prime Boy, according to what the driver was saying. And he said 2 more people were sitting at the back. So those 2 people, I don't know, maybe it is Spending or Adura, but 2 people were at the back.
And maybe
so he said by time
Spending and OG.
Maybe Adura, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So he said when they were about to go. Okay, let me just continue my. So he said by the time they wanted to.
1 second, please. Lagata, can you put yourself on a big screen, please? Sorry to interject you, Sanjojo. Lagata, put yourself on yourself on the big screen. Yourself on a big screen, not me.
No, I don't need to put myself. Okay.
You can continue, sir.
Right. Now, so what he was he explained that while they were there, the policeman, soldier, they escorted Mubad from the stage to the car. So while they got into the car, some guys came there. They wanted to away. So they wanted to collect money. So Mubad was like, no, I will not give you money. They will start making trouble with them. We will fight them, we will do this. So that his friend was not telling that, no, he wanted to come down. They were telling him not to come down, that Mubad should not come down, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So he said he tried to speak to Mubad. Now to Mubad, you can't fight with these people. Just leave them there. What if they go and eat you with juju or something? So that he was the one locking the car. That Mubad would try to open it, he will lock it. He tried to open it, he will lock it. So at the point, he came down. He said he will open the door. He will spit on the floor. He will close the door. I think a little bit drunk. Maybe he said maybe he's acting as if he was drunk. So at that point too, Mohbad and Wunmi started another fight that they were kind of like, he saw that it was even more than what happened when they were coming. So that the fight, as a guy that we quickly grabbed his neck, like hold his head, slow back. Mohbad didn't hit me anyway. Mohbad, don't do this. Don't do that. He was actually pleading with Mohbad. Mohbad now took offense. Mohbad was eating that his friend. But you know, the driver cannot really say the name of the friend. But he was eating the friend. So while he was eating the friend, that the friend did not retaliate to Mohbad. That he did not retaliate that. They asked the friend, did he punch Mohbad? He said no. He was in the car. That such things was Mohbad that was trying to eat that his friend. So he now said another thing that while he was punching, while he tried to punch that his friend, that the glass actually broke. But that Mohbad sustained a wound, but the wound was not that much that he saw blood stain on the carpet of the car. But he said when they left the show, they got home. That all of them in that car slept in that house. That he actually used his car. He parked in front of Mohbad's gate. In front of the house, he parked in front of Mohbad's gate. That everybody in that car slept in that car. Darusha, according to the description, he said the person is shocked. So definitely is Darusha. All of them slept in the house. So he said in the morning, where he was trying to call them, nobody could pick up the phone. That he had to wait till around 11. That the wife now came out, which is Wunmi. Wunmi came out. He said, "Are you just coming?" He said, "No, that he actually said that he could not go because of the broken glass." Mina said that sorry, that okay, that they will fix the car. That we now went inside. They said they have actually spoken to somebody at Lati for they transferred money for the glass to be fixed. So he left around what time? He said he left. So when he left, he went to Ladipo to fix the car. That was on Monday at So he went to Ladipo to fix the car. He said on Tuesday, somebody called in that he should go and report himself to the police station. That number just called. Go and report at the police station. That he was like telling himself like, what kind of who just called me? You understand? That number called again. That he should go and report. He should go and report himself to the station. So he said maybe hours after, I think around I'm not getting that time correctly. I think anybody will get they have the time because they were writing it down. I don't have time to write anything down. So they said they now called him that Mohbad is dead. That he could not believe it. That the person I just saw yesterday, that he now telling me that he's dead, blah blah blah. So that was how he found out that was around on Tuesday. He said around 9. 9 on Tuesday morning, around 9, that the called in that he should go and report himself to the station, blah blah blah. So I think it was around that 9 that they called in. That maybe his Oga called in that Mohbad is dead. Around 9. So he now said around 12 or something. That somebody now called him again. Now checked online. That he now saw it on Facebook. That the person he carried yesterday was dead. So that he could not believe that. So that was just a submission. And they asked him questions about was it true that
Jojo,
that he wanted to throw the baby?
Sammy Jojo.
Yeah.
9
Yes, that was what the driver said. Yes.
So báwo ni náà sọ wá dín ní 2 o'clock ṣe wá treat Mohbad?
On the 12th, yeah.
Kéèsì iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń wọ̀ ní. Kéèsì iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ló.
God bless you. God bless you. So because according to what we saw today, it was actually the driver actually told us the whole truth. So he said they called him around 9 a.m. in the morning that Mohbad has died. And I was like, I did not believe. So around 12, he said he now saw it on Facebook that Mo had actually died. So another thing, we now asked him the question that was it true that at the point they stopped the car that Mohbad wanted to throw the child into the lagoon? He said nothing ever happened. That something like that never happened. And he said something again. He said that midnight of the day they went to the show was on Sunday, 3 a.m. on Monday. You understand that some of them were sitting in the car that they came to come and hit the window of the car. They came to wake me up around 3 o'clock. When the driver should take them to pharmacy that they wanted to go and buy that they are looking for drugs. They now said no, that I cannot take the car that it doesn't have fuel in the car. That was around 3 o'clock, midnight. You understand? When they got home, they got home around 1. He said around 3 a.m. they came to knock the car that they should take them to the nearest pharmacy. They said it doesn't have fuel. So they said they actually went to take Mohbad's car. They tried to start it. At the end of the day, the car started. So they took Mohbad's car to go and buy drugs that midnight.
Wow.
But he did not see Mohbad. He left. He did not see Mohbad.
Oh my God.
He left.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So,
oh my God.
So huge.
No, we need the CCC of this guy is very important too.
Like I said before, I've told you before, nothing will come out of the autopsy, and yeah, you have it. I think before tomorrow, by Monday, if possible, I can have it today. I'm not sure, but before Monday, everything will be out. Even what the pathologists are being Pythagoras will call any. The pathologists will look for Pythagoras anyway. But it's funny. It's funny, and to be honest, you need to ask questions. A huge lot of questions. Huge lot of questions. I got tired. I just had that. The doctor have actually said what I wanted to hear. So what do I need to cross-examine? I don't need to ask the doctor any questions. And I don't think I didn't need to ask any questions. So that's why I left. So they should be done in any minute from now anyway.
This Sam Larry, did they get to ask Sam Larry?
Yeah. It was virtual. Yeah. Sam Larry was there also, and it was actually virtual. It became virtual, and they asked him a lot of questions. But the thing is this: I'm not interested in Sam Larry. I can give you a summary of everything they asked him anyway. But am I interested in it? No, I am not interested in it. So, because I wasn't paying attention to it, but they asked about the beating, the bullying, and every other thing. But the most important thing is the autopsy was read today. And according to what they said, it is let me remember the English that was said. Unconfirmed, Abby. Yeah. If I can remember, maybe uncertain. Uncertain. Because uncertain. And do you know why they said that? Because the first one was inconclusive. So if they use inconclusive again, these people will ask questions. Do you understand? These people will ask questions. So that's why we use uncertain. So maybe they say it's still coming. I think they have to fix a date for it to come back again, to come and explain everything, blah, 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 because they actually came with a manual and handout. It actually came with the handout of the summary, the first autopsy, its conclusion, its submission, and its conclusion, its submission, and everything. So everything. So it's all details. Maybe at the end of the day, we will have a copy, or the copy will be published, and we can buy one at the top. But let me just round up now. I think I want to go. Maybe I can join your life later on. But let me just hang up now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please, let me just say something quickly.
Thank you.
The driver.
Adama, hold on, Adama. Mute. Please.
Wait, I want to say something quickly,
please. Mute. No, wait. I want us to relax our brain. Just wait. Mute. Lagata. Mr. Lagata.
I'm here, ma'am.
Are you there, please? Easy love. Just want to break the transmission sound.
Breaking
Transmission sound. Breaking transmission.
Okay. Adam, I'm sorry.
Just hold on.
In the case of Larry, ordinary.
Adam, Adoko. This is the advert that you did not pay for. Ìkéde pàtàkì tí ẹ sanwó fún.
Máa dóko ìdájí bí kan bí 5 yẹn dóko kára ẹ lè fúyẹ́. Gbogbo àwọn kan tó ti dì sí ẹnu tí ò dáa, ó máa lè wá lè já dànù. Ìyànjú kó máa dóko, yé rojú àti dóko. Oko máa mú bọ́dì ń dán ni o. Oko is part of ògùn orí fífọ́ o. Kò sọ́nà kó o ṣe wá paracetamol kiri. Dóko dáadáa, enjoy life yẹn.
All right.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Adama, yeah, carry on.
You don't finish now, Abi.
We don't finish. Hey, Joy, power tap profusely. Over 600, over 500 watching. Please help us power tap, please. Help us power tap. Thank you.
600, almost 700. No watch you.
Hey, Joy, power tap. Hey, Joe.
Mr. Yomi, let tell you, I want to see Mr. Yomi.
Ọmọ àtẹ̀lé yọ̀ mí káàkiri ni. Ẹ fún wa lẹ́rìn-ín.
Kọ́ba lè screen record ni. Ọ̀jẹ̀ ní kọ́kọ́.
Ẹ̀rú bá wà lórí ìfẹ́ gíìmù fada. Ọmọ agẹ́ntù bí okó pọ̀pọ̀ má gbà àdíjọ́.
Ọmọ àtẹ̀lé ẹbí karọ̀ ìgbín ni.
Can anyone hear me?
The truth is,
everybody now. I want to talk something. Everybody do something. Like, I go drop everybody now.
No verse.
If I verse now, the thing they say, the driver has already removed all of them. They are nyash outside. Say now then talk, say nurse go there 2 p.m. Abi Tuesday. Nurse treated Mohbad. I'm till 3 p.m. Abi. Now driver say around 9 o'clock a.m. They call him say make he go report himself for police for thing when you know around 9 o'clock a.m. Tuesday. Very early in the morning. And the driver removed their nyash again, talk, say, around 3 o'clock midnight, that same Sunday when they come, when all of them talk, say, all of them, that Russia say, he leave the house, he go for your own house, spending, say, Iwaka, everybody say, no, stay for that house. The driver talks, all of them sleep for that house. And around 2 o'clock a.m., they come wake up and say, they won't go buy medicine. Which medicine where they won't go buy? That's midnight. Where they won't go take buy medication. This driver information is very, very vital. This driver information now. This driver, even though there are some things that like they meet up with their own, but with his own time, everything is just equal. Plus the doctor's own again, by saying Mohbad's teeth are already locked. You claim the person just collapsed and his teeth cannot open again. Nothing, the palm don't cool, everything. Mohbad by on Monday. I swear this autopsy, this uncertain or certain or whatsoever they bring for us today. The person will go do that, we can't give us nonsense today. For over 18 months, we have been waiting for this autopsy. They can't give us rubbish today. Now, I go fire that person first to do that kind of thing. Mohbad die on Monday. With all the explanation, Mohbad die on Monday. These people are not saying the truth. Don't I go fire them. They could not talk on our own first.
Thank you very much, Adama.
They pay me.
No, hi. Just calm down.
Sorry, can I talk with you? Because I want to tell Mr. Yomi something.
Okay,
Mr. Yomi, morning everybody. Mr. Yomi, I think at this critical time, we need the full forensics for the driver. I get something for what Sam Jojo said. He said the driver said they called him at 9 something on Tuesday morning. That Mohbad pie.
No, you don't need forensic again. He has certified on oath. You understand, Timmy Kenny? You don't need forensic for the driver again. He knows who called him, and any one of them that come out to say is lying. So what you people should understand is that the advantage of this kind of a driver is now for the prosecutor to look for who he or she is going to use as a witness when they finally get the video evidence of how Mohbad was spied. So the government has already played, a neutral role. They've charged the case to court, and the case is already going on. So anybody they arrest now, they will just bundle them and add them to the charges, and maybe that one will face the high court. You understand? So no need to do the full forensic again. He know he was there. He carried them. He know when they called him. He knows the difference between 9 a.m. and if he was not called 9 a.m., that means he will be there when they carry him back to hospital. So he was not there. So that means every time they called him was after he had left the place. So he knows what he's saying. You understand? It's when they say
another
lying.
thing I want you to pause. They said the lawyers said, they said the driver, according to Sam Jojo, the driver said they called him at midnight, 3 a.m. in the morning or 3:30 to come and take them to pharmacies, to go to pharmacy for medication or something. You see, the drivers actually...
Wumi and Spendi also argued. Wumi and Spendi also argued about going to pharmacy, where Wumi said, I didn't even know you Spendi followed them to the pharmacy.
Mr. Yomi, what time did Spending and them go to the pharmacy? What time was the driver call? Driver, yes, you see, I don't know, but Spending is okay. But driver, 3:30 a.m.
Exactly.
She driver yet to do what they did.
Driver, but also that to save right now at the same time.
Will they use it is another thing. So when the only time all these things will be useful is when the government, the police are able to the police will bring out the full video. Hello, Kole. Trust me, Panti will do it. We just need some political authority to do about what I look of you must because Emi Onigba. I don't just have to say, oh, you might go and paragbe. Nibo be to let you hello. Nítorí pé tí ọba táwọn Yorùbá ṣe àwọn tó jù àlọ́ máa tún ṣì dá sí. So àwọn eléyìí máa ṣe wọ́n ti agree pé ẹ jẹ́ kí Pàǹtí ṣe tí Pàǹtí bá ti ṣe kọ́ wo fídíò. Báwo lè fẹ́ sọ pé parí kéèsì yẹn tí 3 seconds yóò tí extension fídíò yóò jáde. So Ìdàbọ̀lá tó ń sọ pé òun ṣe kíní kan ẹ jẹ́ kọ́ ọlọ́pàá ọ̀nà àwọn tí ń wá ẹ jẹ́ kó wá jáde. They will find it out. But it's not something that you'll be expecting hurry response. Like Kamawase live every day. Kamawase people to share the vibe. Ega majo, Emma play game. Emma play on Mobad. Eja come back question and share law. Emma play on Mobad. Emma worry. Suddenly, Bamle come back breaking news. As you speak now, so person has been detained and charged for so kinigo. Nítorí pé level ti jáde ni. Gbogbo awere tó wà ní case yẹn wo la ma fẹ́ jọ sùn lókè. Mo ti ń dárúkọ fún yín lẹ́nu ogbo yóò bọ̀. Àwọn yẹn ló wà lórí pé kó lọ run mi pa. Ọlọ́pàá tó wà l'Abuja tó jẹ́ pé ojú ẹ̀ wà regular pẹ̀lú Nigerian police lọ́wọ́ yìí is involved. Activist tó fẹ́ jẹ president tẹ́lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn ní máa sọ fáṣíwájú. Eléyìí fẹ́ ló fi bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yìí jẹ́ ní ọ̀gá. Ẹni wọn pa ẹni tó pa Mohbad wọ́n fẹ́ lo kíní kéèsì Mohbad yẹn fi destroy gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì gbogbo ẹni máa pariwo. Nígbà tí wọ́n bọ́ra mi sí òwò níwájú aṣọ rock bóyá wọn ní gbọ́rọ̀ sí mi lẹ́nu. Èmi wájú ọmọdé ni. Most of the time, at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, I can put in normal right pressure, political solution on my own. Àti lọ́yà tó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ lé wọn pánú ìjọba yìí aṣáájú ẹ̀ lé wọn àwọn ilé ìfẹ́ bàjọba yìí wọn láìkí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì rárá. They want to destroy your government and cut next governor tó fẹ́ jẹ next ìlànà ìṣe bí. Tí yẹn gọ́ọ̀mà ti mọ̀ pé òun ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jẹ gómìnà náà kó ètò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbọ́ wọ́n fẹ́ ba nǹkan jẹ́ kó tó dìgbà yẹn táìmù tẹ́ tí fámìlì aṣíwájú tó máa wá ṣèwà sọ fún pé àwọn lọ́n ṣe ẹ má fún wọn láyè ẹ tètè ṣe jáde kẹgbẹ́ ẹni tó pa Mohbad jáde kẹ support public òun tẹ́bi máa sọ òdìjú ẹ lọ ọ̀hún lè èmi bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe wà wọ́n fẹ́ ọkọ̀ mi máa wá èmi to the end ìdájọ́ wà lórí ẹ̀ àjọ lẹ́nu lùlù ni àjọ wà ń mú ọba oníkálukú àjọ lẹ́nu I just need more people around me kò ń ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe wèrè lórí social ẹ má fa àwọn yẹn lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin gidi tẹ́ wà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá lọ a máa rí justice ẹni pé ṣé driver tó wá ń sìn ṣójú ẹni tó báyìí ṣé ẹni pé driver sòótọ́ ẹni káwọn tó kù mọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yọwọ́ kúrò pé ọmọ kéèsì tí wọ́n ti rí àwọn wèrè offline táwọn náà ń jà lórí ẹ̀ ó ń ṣe pákó jókòó sórí social media ìjọba tó ò fẹ́ dọ̀tí náà wọ́n kò fẹ́ wàhálà ẹ máa jẹ́ ká jára wa o ká máa ṣe gbogbo àbá ṣe social media àwọn ọ̀kọ́ bàtọ̀ yẹ pé political solution ni òun ni la máa múlẹ̀ lórí ibi tó dé a máa fi wèrè pọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ ní tọ́mọ tí wọ́n sọ fún yín ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbó tọrọ kò sí fọ́kọ̀ mi I'm not after anybody but whoever pay Mohbad should pay èwo ni gbẹjọ́ wèrè driver sọ́nsìn lóru 9 o'clock nọ́ọ̀sì lóhun treat èèyàn kan wọ́n nọ́ọ̀sì tó kọ́kọ́ parọ́ ẹ̀ lásán wọ́n náà kọ́ lọ forí ṣọ́ngì gbogbo ìtì ọkọ̀ gentle spending tó bá ṣọ́ra wọ́n máa dìkan tí ò ṣe tẹ̀lé lórí ọ̀gbẹ́ni bọ́tà sọ̀rọ̀ kò sí ọ̀tọ́ fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀.
Yes.
Àdúrà na your brother you go still get your career speak your truth before they allow your mother to ruin your life. Ṣé mọ̀ sí tí ò síbẹ̀ tó lọ fún 10 years òun ló máa sọ kó lọ́ máa ṣe kọ́kọ́ favour òun lórí èlò ọ̀gbẹ́ni sọ̀rọ̀ sọ́ta kò sọ tó bá ti lọ́wọ́ nu kó ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ àfi tó yẹ kó lọ́wọ́ nù ẹ̀ ni tó bá ti lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ síta public máa dúró tiẹ̀ ọ̀hún lè ṣe ọkọ̀ fún ẹ mọ́ tẹ́ẹ̀rà bá rìn àti àwọn tó fọwọ́ kọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ pẹ́ndì bẹ̀ kọ́ máa tẹ̀ káwọn máa sẹ́nà àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà wèrè kan kọ́ máa sọ pé kíláà kọ́ máa tọ̀ yín pé wọ́n máa ẹ̀pù yín ìdààmú láyé lánàá mi ṣe jù ẹ̀rọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní future pẹ̀lú wèrè tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo ayé public ti dá sí a máa wọ everybody wọlé sínú ẹ̀ ẹ máa wo tí ń yàrá go on.
So that the driver is saying some kind of truth. And even I believe that driver knows what actually happened in that 3 a.m., but he's not going to open his mouth to say it, right? And the fact that they're texting the driver on Tuesday morning to say, go and report to the police, I think at that time they were trying to figure out who they're going to nail on this thing that happened to Mohbad. That is why. So maybe the driver now, Kifu, maybe he was like, hell no, I'm not going to go down for this. That's when they now shift to Prime Boy. Okay? But me, I know the driver actually know what happened in that 3 a.m., but he doesn't want to say that. No. That is what I believe.
Mr. Yomi, I always come with a question. Now, with what we read from this driver, the driver has made it clear to us that they called him around 9 a.m., right? He said Mohbad was dead. And if the nurse is saying she came into the house to treat Mohbad, could we then say the narrative that people have about the nurse treating Adura, rather Mohbad, is that a possibility based on what we've just heard now?
Wait, let me correct you. No, 9 a.m. is when they actually told him to go and report to the police. They now told him in the afternoon, around 2 to 3, that Mohbad is dead. Okay?
So they told him at 9 a.m. to go report to the police. Report what exactly?
Exactly. That's what he didn't know what he would
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. At 9 a.m., it's still saying the same thing that somebody cried and it's homicide matter, then you are part of the. So it's still the same thing. And we are not going to raise the fact that at the president, at the governor, at everybody should know that Adura, who was an eyewitness, said anybody that claimed to see Mohbad past 12 on the 11th is lying. Nobody has ever said that is not true. And if that is coming, which government or police will make us to look like a fool? We need to understand it's because all of you are cowards and are not ready to take to the street. Now, driver has said the same thing. And some people are still trying to use Ashwaju's name to cover. Ashwaju does not support murderers. He's not in the know of this. They just want to destroy the Baba's government. And we have to scream out and let them know that you cannot use your own stuff to destroy somebody's political journey or history. Whatever the case may be, as we speak now, the truth is too clear and glaring. If the nurse, even if the driver said by 4 p.m., they confirmed to him about fight, forget about it. 4:30 in the hospital, parents of Mohbad.
Man said by 12 afternoon, he saw it online that Mohbad is dead. After being called 9 o'clock a.m. to go and report himself, he later saw it after online. They did not tell him online 12 that Mohbad is dead, according to the driver.
One single protest in the line of this thing, what I am waiting for and what is important is this. All these things, this particular protest, we would have to ensure that it must, I don't want to say good outside. It's going to be too heavy for social media. But we are going to ensure that we do the due diligence. But I will be face Abuja. Lagos State. I can tell you for free. Ìgbà tí wọ́n gba kéèsì yẹn lọ́wọ́ mi ní zone 2 ni wọ́n pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀ mọ́ ọ̀tí ẹ̀ láì dí wọ́n ti ẹ̀ support pé kí Mohbad máa they want Mohbad to get justice as fast as they can. Wọ́n speedily ni wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́. They only using one person in Abuja. And this time around, we have to speak to them in Oga. And like, remove your hand from this case or something will happen. We know all of them. I want to want the case here, and they will be claiming they are not loyal to this. They are not loyal to the government. They are only doing somebody's bidding. Who claim is part of the government? Kotomo kawema shawe maje ko bajoba won je. Àwọn tó jẹ́ pé máa carry weight yẹn lẹ ká pariwo orúkọ wọn torí àpariwo wọn bó ṣe ká pariwo ẹni. Some people will think you are not begging, you are telling them to do the right thing and open their eyes. Unte maso ju yẹn lọ. Wọ́n bá lè ọ̀rẹ́ màá sọ́nbì. Are the fire on? Iṣẹ́ ń lọ.
Bless you. Thank you. Just for Imole, I want to get permission, please.
Please, I just want to put
Just for Imole. Okay, make your submission.
Agree there, so good afternoon. That Olokpa from where they that Abuja, we need to drag that Olokpa. I will bring the map picture out. We need to drag that man. That man is working with Koni Baje. That Olokpa is working with Koni Baje. The man have rank in Abuja. The man is working with Koni Baje. I will post the map picture today. I will bring the picture out now. That Olokpa went there Abuja. So we need to drag that.
You have to be sure. Don't go post wrong person.
Person, now the person. We know the person. Go. If they get rank.
What is the connection of the Olokpa to this case first before we go drag him? What is the connection first?
Now, Koni Baje, now introduce the Olokpa to Karimo.
No.
So what is the Olokpa
to Karimo?
Hold on, it was the former commissioner of police. And it was not Koni Baje, it was a lady called Wonola or something like that.
The one I'm talking is not the commissioner. He has not even a commissioner. I don't want to talk much but when it is time, Sha, you understand?
Also,
the 4 key persons, I don't know the 5th person. The 4 key persons have said it. 1 senior advocate, a king, a top police officer, and somebody in Lagos State government. The 5th person, this stuff, they are yet to the intel. They are still tracking on that one. They want to know who the last person is. So, and they will know very soon before they send the report to the president. But if we want to make it fly, we add it with a protest because they want to finish Ashwaju. They want to finish the Baba's government, and we must not accept it. And if accepting it means that this is politics, I'm saying, you people should know the difference in what I'm saying now. Because, you people understand this kind of approach. This is a political approach, and you must understand. If you don't understand, you'll be saying
we appreciate you, but don't let us go to that.
Don't go to opposition party.
Yes. So, let's keep it low. Let's keep it low. Keep it low, Ben.
Ani gbogbo ìta ṣe inú ara ẹ ni kò yẹ yín ni bóyá ti understand bó ṣe ń jà ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti sún lọ social media yára.
I understand.
Nítorí ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń kí gbé pẹ̀rù ló yẹ kẹ́ gbà understand àwọn gbé kọ̀ọ̀rù ẹ wo.
Thank you, Yomi. You've given me. I've got what you're saying already. I got it.
Yeah. Yes, it's Bobby. So, am I worried? Jeff for Imole, can we have it, please? Jeff for Imole, are you there or you're sleeping? I will drop you. People want to come up.
Mones was very upset. Maybe the man.
Okay, Easy Love. Can we have your submission, please, Easy Love?
Good afternoon, everyone. I don't really have much to say. Then the driver has said everything, and we should work on that. Because the driver,
Yes, King of the South. Let me bring him up.
the driver does not understand Yoruba like we do.
I gotta go now, guys. I'll join you guys later.
Okay, then. Thank you very much, Mr. Yomi.
All right.
Thank you, Yomi. God bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Yomi, thank you.
According to Mr. Sam Jojo, he said the driver does not understand Yoruba. And I can see that makes sense. That because assuming the driver understands Yoruba, it would have been compromised and say something else because this is the first time of speaking and no one recognizes him and stuff like that. That means we are still going to get the justice if they continue this, if the driver continue this way and lady that but the driver needs to be careful as well because now he's out and people have seen his face. Need to be careful and know who is who to talk to. Because I'm so happy today that the driver said the truth. What happened? To me, the driver has said the truth. And no one else has said all what driver has said. They are all lying from the beginning to the end. And they, according to the autopsy that they went for, Baba, well done, no. I congratulate you again for the inconclusive. Thank you so much. Unasate. I congratulate you, Baba. Congratulations on that as well. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Easy Love. Okay. King of the South, can we hear you, please?
Yeah, hello. I'm so sorry that I didn't come on time. I missed everything about the inquest. But what I heard from someone called me and told me that the autopsy came out inconclusive again. Uncertain. So now that I'm hearing uncertain, I think the best solution for this whole thing, and I felt so. Let me tell you guys, I had a very bad day today. It is sad that these people actually knows what are they avoiding within that autopsy that they don't want people to know about. I think if Baba would have done that autopsy in Ghana or somewhere outside Nigeria, I don't think, I think what we need now is the public. I think the public should do our own autopsy. If we can get the permission of Baba, the public can go and do their own autopsy. It can be in Ghana. Then women can send a representative. Baba can send a representative. The government can send a representative, and Baba can also send a representative, right? And everybody can be there in Ghana. And then the doctors that will do that stuff in Ghana, I don't think that they will bribe them. And what will happen is that they can just bring back that this thing, and the doctors, maybe we need an international. Should I call them? Is it physician that does the autopsy, or how do you call them?
Because of